Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. My name is Kelsey, and today we are looking at guidance from the wolf spirit. So go ahead, grab yourself a notebook if you feel called to do so, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and sit for a spell. Okay, beautiful souls, let's go ahead and get into this video, into this reading. I'm really excited to get into this. The wolf spirit has always held very special energy for me, and throughout my entire life, it is kind of an embodiment of my grandfather's spirit. He, even when he was alive, was very, very connected to the wolf spirit, and his entire house, his room, was always just fully covered in wolves. And I have a very, very dear connection to the wolf spirit, and when it speaks, I listen, and today it is speaking. So in front of you here, we have 3 different wolves to choose from. Go ahead, take your time, take a couple deep breaths, ground yourself, pause the video if you need to, and ask which one of these 3 wolves is calling out to you, which one of these 3 wolves is holding the guidance and the messages that you need at the time that you find yourself at this video. And once you have chosen a wolf, I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each reading in the description box below, along with the links to the cards that I'm using for anybody who may feel called to any of the decks that I use here today. You can also find the information to my website, as well as to join the channel if that's something that you're interested in. So with all of that being said, go ahead and pause the video if you still need a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to wolf number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose the first wolf number 1, this reading is for you, and we are tuning in to see what messages or guidance the wolf spirit has for you today. So starting off here initially with the image that group number 1 chose, this wolf is howling, but she's laying down. And I say she just because that's the energy that I'm getting, but there's this essence of feeling lost and almost like calling out for help. So group number 1, I feel like the wolf spirit is trying to, for some of you guys, kind of trying to acknowledge, like, they hear you. Spirit hears you. We hear your call, we hear your cry, and your help is on the way. And for some of you guys, this is an acknowledgement that you are feeling lost, that you are feeling maybe left behind or separated, isolated from your group, from your pack, or some of you guys may even be trying to like really seek out more like-minded people, really trying to find where you fit in. And if that's the case for you, it's like the wolf spirit's really saying, like, I hear you, and I hear your call, and I am coming, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your cards, and I'm going to pull a few cards to start with to get the overall energy of the messages that the wolf has for you today. And we're going to start off with a lunar message, because when you think about the wolf and the wolf kind of howling at the moon, and how even in some, stories, the full moon brings out the wolf. The full moon brings out the werewolf. Even for some of you guys, werewolves may be kind of a sign, a symbol, a message for you at this time as well. But there is kind of this message of the full moon being very connected to the wolf spirit. So I'm going to pull you guys a lunar message. We have forgive, the full moon in Pisces. Interesting. So I do feel for some of you guys that maybe you are in a position where you're feeling very left behind. You're feeling very separated or separate from someone. And the wolf spirit is saying it's time to forgive. this situation or this connection, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's time to reconnect, because that's not really what I'm feeling. I really feel for group number one that it's almost like your energy, like you're radiating this energy that is attracting in new people to your life. But in order for this to come into like full fruition within your physical reality, there is a need to forgive, to surrender, and to let go of something that you've experienced in regards to connection and relationship. I feel recently, but it doesn't have to be, as this is a general reading. But it does feel like your feelings are hurt, or like somebody hurt you, somebody broke your heart, group number one. And there's this, the wolf spirit is acknowledging that it's time to process this energy instead of holding on to it. So let's pull another card for you. For group number one, what does the wolf want to say? Okay, we have two that want to come out. That's fine. We'll take them both. So starting off, we have Redwood, Feminine, North, Mars, and Earth. And we also have the Rose Moon with Cancer, Shields, and Adolescence. So group number one, some of you guys, this definitely has to do or is connected to like your home, your childhood home. This could be childhood kind of trauma that you are moving through and processing in order to connect to a soul family. I really feel for a lot of my group number ones that there is something here that is needing to be forgiven from your past, from your childhood, potentially even for a lot of you. Or for something that happened in your home. You guys are very guarded. You have your shields up. You have your guard up. And the wolf spirit is saying it's time to allow yourself to receive love. And it's time to allow yourself to receive nourishment and nurturing. And you're not allowing that because of this pain. It's like you're holding this pain up or this broken heart up as a shield. And this doesn't mean that you're doing it consciously or that it's a conscious choice that you make to keep your guard up, but the wolf spirit wants you to acknowledge that. And we also have Redwood here, which is more feminine energy, North, Mars, and Earth. And like I said in the beginning, I was feeling that kind of feminine energy. I do feel for a lot of you guys that your feminine energy has been wounded through this, whatever this is for you. It is going to be different for everybody, but it does feel like your ability to nurture, to nourish, to love, and to have that compassion or empathy or be able to connect in a way that is healthy is something that you struggle with. And the wolf spirit wants you to focus your attention on healing this part of yourself. Interesting. I feel like the wolf spirit is really, really like hardcore wanting to draw attention to your own feminine energy, and how it's almost like it's calling out for help. And for some of you guys, this could be portrayed into your physical reality in multiple different ways. For some of you, it could play out like you are stuck in this kind of victim energy, or like this I can't move forward until somebody else does something first type situation, this mindset. For some of you, this could really come through with the inability to ask for help or to reach out when you need it, or to communicate your own needs. There is this strong energy here of really kind of suppressing your own needs, not acknowledging that you have needs. And the wolf spirit wants you to know that it's okay to have needs. It's okay to need love and support and compassion. It's not a weakness. It doesn't make you weak. Wolves are very social creatures. They're pack animals. And there's something very significant about that for you guys that's coming through here, about really needing to find your pack. Interesting. Let's pull another card here. So what I really see, like with this redwood, is I'm seeing like this message of like, don't just lay down and call for somebody to come save you, or wait for somebody to come save you. And that's going to come through differently for everybody here. And I'm not saying that you're just like expecting people to cater to you or anything like that, group number one. But what this redwood is saying is, you know, get up and go after the things that you need. Don't just lay down and wait for love to happen to you, or wait for life to happen to you, or wait for the opportunity to come along. We also have journey, branch out to new worlds. Yeah, see, that was just beautiful confirmation that it's time to get up and move. And that's going to be different for everybody. That's going to mean different things for everybody here, but it's time to take action. Group number one, it's time to take action. There is a time where we need to sit down and we need to evaluate our surroundings and we need to draw things in. Right now, you're being asked to move out of the situation or the energy that you are currently in, the emotional state, the mental state, the physical state. For some of you guys, it's all of those energies that you're needing to move out of. For some of you guys, it's one or the other. But there's definitely this energy here of needing to get up and move. Interesting. Let's pull some tarot, group number one, and see what else is coming out for you. So you guys may be in a position right now too where you're constantly like waiting for somebody else, or waiting for the right time, or, you know, waiting for the opportunity, or waiting for love. And the wolf spirit is saying like, stop waiting. You're not going to find these things anywhere outside of you, and it's not just going to fall in your lap. There's something here about, like, the wolf spirit really wants you to know that the perfect time doesn't exist. Being 100% ready doesn't exist. There's something here that's really holding you back, group number one, and it's being kind of shown to you through the beliefs that you have about how what you're wanting or needing is going to come into your life. So starting off here, we have the sun. I love it. So the wolf spirit is saying like, what you want, your happiness, your success, your victory, your vitality is all waiting for you to get up and go get it, instead of waiting for it to come to you. Interesting. We also have the 6 of Shields coming out here. Wow. Okay. So a lot of you guys, this definitely has to do with like this poverty mindset, or even a victim mentality. It's going to come through differently for everybody, but there is this feeling of lack, or this feeling of I can't have, or I don't have, that is holding you back. And the wolf spirit is saying you can have this. You can overcome this restriction or this emptiness, if you allow yourself to get up and go find what's missing. And then we also have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, and there's those limiting beliefs. It's time for a breakthrough. It's time to step outside of your comfort zone. It's time to try something differently. So for those of you where this is more like money or job related, it's time to get up and kind of take the reins in this regard, to go back to school, or to study, or to put the work or the energy or the hours in to get you to that next level that you've convinced yourself you can't have, because the wolf spirit is saying you absolutely can have that next rank if you move towards it instead of waiting for it to be handed to you. And this is the same in regards to relationships. I feel some of you guys, this could definitely have to do with the relationships. Like, I can't be with this person, or I'll never be good enough, or I can't forgive my past, so I can't move forward in a healthy relationship, or however it comes through for you. The wolf spirit is saying you absolutely can. You're not lacking anything. You can't look at love as though it's something outside of you and simultaneously have a belief that love will complete you. Because with this belief set that love is something that comes from outside, it's automatically kind of solidifying this mindset that it's something you don't have, or something you can't have. So there's something about that coming through here for group number 1 as well, to really dive into and to explore what that means for you, and how this belief system or this mindset that you've been stuck in is keeping you from progressing. The wolf spirit is saying it's time to charge through. Like, we hear your call, we hear your pleas, we hear your prayers, and this is your answer. It's time to get up and take action. There is no way to present you with what you're wanting without you getting up and meeting spirit halfway here. So the wolf spirit is really, really wanting you to go on this journey, this adventure to find your happiness, to find that spark again, and to learn how to forgive whatever took that spark away. So let's go ahead and pull a couple last oracle messages for you, group number 1, and see what other guidance or advice the wolf spirit has for you at this time. So we have the frog spirit with renewal. So some of you guys may be really drawn to the frog, or even like the idea of the frog, kind of going through that very slow transformation. This may be something that you feel like you've been stuck in for a while, and the wolf spirit is saying, like, your renewal is coming, this vitality is being restored, your success is almost guaranteed at this point. You just have to, take that leap of faith to go out on a limb here, to put yourself in a vulnerable position. And I feel like that's really the biggest part of it for group number 1, like we were talking about in the beginning. These shields, this guard that you have up really needs to be kind of broken down by working through and processing whatever pain it is that you've been holding on to, and how you've created like certain belief systems stemming from that pain. We also have enlightenment with Forest Temple. I love it. I love it. Yes, there is a major enlightenment or even awakening coming with this kind of breakthrough energy for group number 1. This growth coming, this expansion coming for group number 1, if you can allow yourself to get into a different energy, to get into a different mindset. And these things can take time to really solidify, but there's something here about really needing to branch out, and even starting with little things like changing up your routine every day, or challenging yourself to do a 30-day exercise challenge or fitness challenge, or challenging yourself to do a 30-day art challenge, and then, taking that action, applying yourself, holding yourself accountable, holding yourself responsible for doing these things that you are promising yourself. In order to kind of rebuild that trust within yourself, is going to be something that's super helpful for you moving forward into this kind of expansion that you are moving forward into. Interesting. So these are the messages from the beautiful wolf spirit for my group number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what it brought to you. Consider subscribing or joining the channel if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hello, my beautiful group number 2. Those of you that chose the second wolf, this reading is for you. And we are looking at what guidance or advice, messages that the wolf spirit has for you at the time that you find yourself in this reading. So group number 2, you guys chose the second wolf, and this wolf is really giving me this kind of very alert energy here, this very kind of on guard alertness type energy. So this could be an energy that you are currently in, or this could be an energy that the wolf is wanting you to be in some way, shape, or form. There's something here about like a need to be aware of something, or to be alert to something interesting. So let's get into your cards here, and we're going to start off with a lunar energy and a couple other cards to get the overall kind of message that the wolf spirit wants to talk to you about today. So group number 2. I'm also getting this vibe of like being alert to somebody or something new coming into your territory. Interesting. So some of you guys may have somebody new coming into your life, or there may already be somebody new that has entered into your life through another person, or for some reason or another that maybe you're having a hard time trusting or connecting to. But let's go ahead and see group number 2. We have the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Interesting. Step into your power, group number 2. And that's very interesting because the second wolf is definitely giving me like this leader of the pack vibe. This I'm going to protect my loved ones. You're going to have to go through me first kind of energy. And I feel like the wolf really wants you to step into this energy for some reason or another. And that's going to be different for everybody, as this is a general reading, but there's definitely something here where it's like, use your voice, use your power, your strength, and assert yourself. So for some of you guys, this could be like needing to assert yourself in regards to like asserting boundaries. For some of you guys, this could be like asserting your needs, asserting what you want in order to get noticed. There's something here where group number 2, maybe you guys struggle with being very passive. And the wolf spirit is saying like, this isn't suiting you. This isn't helping you. This isn't creating any sort of momentum for you in your life if you just allow everybody and everything to walk through you. Or there's something here where group number 2, it's like there's a need to make your presence known. And again, that's going to come through differently for different reasons for different people, as this is a general reading, but there's like the overall energy of this is needing to make your presence known. Let's pull a couple more cards here. Interesting. So we have the Hunger Moon, and this is Pisces energy, rosettes, and elders. And this is very much so here giving me this vibe of almost like graduation, like this need to find that hunger, to find that drive, in order to assert yourself. So group number 2, some of you guys may be coming into a state of like finding what it is that really ignites you, finding what it is that really motivates you, or that may be something that you're really searching for. What really brings in that drive for you, or that may be something that you've struggled with your whole life, is being able to kind of harness that drive or take initiative. And the wolf spirit here is really saying like it's time to chase after this goal, this dream, this interest, whatever this is that's been kind of coming up for you in your life. It's time to go after it. It's time to find that hunger to succeed. It's time to allow that hunger and that desire and that instinct to overdrive this passive kind of I'll just wait my turn energy. The wolf spirit is saying like you don't need to wait your turn. You need to get up and take your turn. Wow, okay. We also have the red coral coming through here with feminine, first chakra, and fire. And I feel that first chakra very strongly. We also have the Aries energy with the fire and the Mars energy, this kind of warrior energy, this need to take charge, this need to take the lead, to assert yourself, to take action. And the first chakra is very much so about being present. So being, again, like this alertness, this need to be aware of your surroundings and to be in this present moment. So working with the first chakra may be very beneficial for you, group number 2. But this also speaks of safety, right? Which we talked about a little bit in the beginning, like this sense of protection coming in here. And I feel for a lot of my group number 2s, like the wolf spirit is protecting you at this time. And this also speaks of that survival instinct and that drive, right? That motivation, that you're really wanting to like secure that sustainability, that foundation, that structure. And again, the wolf spirit is saying, like, now is the time to solidify this into this reality. Now is the time to make this move. Now is the time to assert yourself. Interesting. So let's get some oh no, I'm sorry. Let's pull one more card here, and then we'll get into your tarot group number 2. So yeah, we have transform, emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. And that's very interesting because right before I drew this card, I looked up and noticed this kind of dancer woman here. And there is like this sense of grace, like the way that you're facing these challenges and facing them with this ability to so some of you guys are maybe learning how to transform like your anger or resentment or kind of lower vibrational emotions and that fire, learning how to use that to transform and to charge you instead of projecting that or being aggressive, right? Interesting. So there does feel like a sense of almost like healing to the base chakra here. As well as with the first chakra, this is red. And for a lot of people, red can really indicate like danger, or like when people get very angry, they see red. And I feel like red may be a very significant color for you guys right now. This is even red coral. So I feel like there's definitely like some transformations happening in like the foundation of your energy and in your ability to feel secure and safe enough to stand up and to be seen instead of maybe cowering behind the wall or behind other people. And I don't want to call you guys cowards. That's not how I mean this. And I just want to make that very clear. But like there's this sense of like maybe in the past you guys experienced some traumas or some things in your life that caused you to maybe want to more kind of hide or to be invisible or to kind of fall into the background. And the wolf spirit is saying like, now it's time to stand up. Now it's time to be seen, to allow yourself to be seen. Interesting. So let's get some tarot group number 2 and see what else the wolf spirit wants to say to you today. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so group number 2, this is going to be a couple different messages, different messages for different people. But there is something here where it's like you are currently starting off on this adventure to come into union with your legacy, with your future. It's almost as though your past and your future are colliding at the time that you are coming into this video. And for some of you guys, this could have to do with a person, a romantic interest, or a business partner. And for some of you guys, for a lot of you guys, I really feel this sense of finally colliding with that passion, with that purpose that you've been searching for, that's going to give you that hunger to take action and give you that drive and allow you to step into your power instead of to kind of sink backwards. Interesting. So some of you guys, this is definitely like a person. And this could be a person, even if it's not a romantic interest, it could be a person that introduces this new passion. It could be a person that inspires you. But however this comes through for you, group number 2, the wolf spirit wants you to know that you are colliding with your future, with your destiny, and you are meant to move forward from here in a completely new way and to build this almost like this whole new life, from this hunger, from this drive that allows you to not only, build a lot for yourself, especially with this Page of Pentacles. I really feel for you guys. Some of you guys, this could be like some sort of stage performance coming up as well. Like you're meant to be seen. Or to allow yourself to be seen. So for some of you guys, if you've been writing, if you've been wanting to act, or if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel or blogging or music or whatever it is for you, if you've been thinking a lot about that or really drawn to those types of things, but you don't allow yourself to do them because you're afraid of other people's opinions, there is a need to be seen in those parts of you. There's a need to be vulnerable in those parts of you, to get on that stage, to be in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form. Because it's going to take you places. And that's what I really feel here for group number 2, is that you're meant to go places. You're meant to be seen. You're meant for other people to see your work, to see your passion, to see your love. You just have to allow yourself to get on this ship, right? You have to allow yourself to come into union, to come into contact, to collide with this future in some way, shape, or form, whatever that means to you. And that, again, it's going to be different things for different people, whether it's a person that you are very attracted to, whether it's a job or a passion or a hobby or a creative outlet. Allow yourself to merge with that, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a couple last messages, any last guidance or advice from the wolf spirit here. We have chaos, and we have freedom, and we also have acceptance. All 3 of those wanted to come out. So starting off, we have the storm spirit with chaos. So, and this is what I feel like you guys are currently in, is like the state of chaos, like this fire energy, and how it needs to like really deconstruct certain things in order to transform, evolve, and grow. I feel for a lot of you guys, there's a need to really harness your power, to step into your power, and to kind of, it's almost like maybe a lot of you guys have currently went through this deconstruction. This feels almost very tower-like, where it's like everything fell apart and created this kind of chaos, this mess. And it's like you guys are coming out of this chaos now with a need to move forward in a different way, a need to build a new building, a need to build a castle instead of just a tower, right? We also have freedom here. And this, I feel, for a lot of you guys, is freedom of expression. There's a need to find a way to express yourself freely, regardless of what anybody else may say or think or do about it. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be free in the things that you love, and the things that bring you joy, and the things that bring you excitement. Allow yourself to trust that you were given these gifts and this hunger for a reason, right? We also have the eagle here, which may be very significant for some of you guys. And then we also have starry night with acceptance. So for a lot of you, group number 2, there's something here where it's like maybe you haven't fully accepted what it is you actually want to do with your life, because you've been maybe beat down, or you've been told that nobody ever makes it, or that you have to be born into that life, or you have to have money, or however that comes through for you. You haven't allowed yourself to truly accept all of who you are, because you resist this. It's almost like you resist your power, or where your power is at, out of this need for acceptance, or out of this fear that others won't accept you for who you are if you show your whole self to them. And the wolf spirit is saying, like, there's a need to be free. Create that chaos, shake things up, move things around, and you will collide with the right energies that you need in order to build this legacy, and in order to kind of fulfill your destiny, if you will. Wow, so very powerful things happening for group number 2 if you can allow them to happen. But this is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, comment down below, let me know if you chose this pile and what you thought about it. Consider subscribing or joining the channel if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose wolf number 3, this reading is for you, and we're looking at what guidance, messages, or advice this wolf spirit has for you at the time that you come to this video. So group number 3, the wolf that you guys chose is really giving me like this energy of almost like watching their pups play, or like this feeling of contentment, this feeling of watching your pack eat after you successfully, completed a hunt, this feeling of providing. So that's very interesting, a very nurturing kind of vibe, a very almost proud vibe as well, like being very proud of what you've done or the work that you've accomplished. So group number 3, let's go ahead and get into your cards and see what the wolf spirit wants to say to you today. We're going to start off with a few cards to get the overall energy and what the wolf spirit wants to talk to you about today. For group number 3, we have Go Deeper with the new moon in Scorpio. Oh, okay. So I feel like group number 3, you guys have maybe been in this period of accomplishment, which is absolutely beautiful. I feel like you guys have maybe been in this space of good luck, or in this space of positivity, this space of contentment, really, which is absolutely wonderful. And the wolf spirit is coming through here saying that, being in this space is a very beautiful place to be in. But there's something here about like your work not being done yet. As well as for some of you guys, this could be more, with the vibe I'm getting from this wolf, for some of you guys, this could be more like you've done a lot of work, right, to get to where you are, and now it's time for you to kind of take a step back and allow this work to evolve and transform in the ways that it needs to without your intervention. So for some of you guys, for example, this could be like business oriented. It doesn't have to be, but for example's sake, this could be like you've spent all this time and energy and money in building this business, and now it's time to take a step back and let the business run. Let the business flourish. Let the business evolve in the way that it needs to. Without you trying to change anything else, or kind of like trying to incorporate new things. There's something here about like letting your work be and allowing it to take off while you kind of take a step back. So it's time to take a step back and allow your baby to grow, right? So this could even come through that way for some of you guys. Like if you have kids, or if you've ever even been around kids, like there comes this point in that journey where it's time to just let go and allow that child to walk on its own, or to fall down, or this time where you have to, hand over the keys and allow that child to drive off in a car by themselves. It's kind of like that energy coming through here for group number 3. So let's pull some more cards. We have the Badger, and we have Falling Leaf Moon. Okay, so we have Scorpio energy coming out here twice. So some of you guys may have Scorpio in your chart, or have a very active 8th house energy right now, or have something going on with like this need for transition, or transitioning into like a different state of being. With the Badger here, this is telling me that there is almost like this sense of perseverance here, and maybe like needing to see perseverance in a new light. Like perseverance doesn't always mean you have to continue pushing, or you have to continue taking action, or like you have to be the one that's up and at work every day in this business. Perseverance is more about the energy of continuing to change and evolve, and allow yourself to change and evolve as things grow. This doesn't necessarily mean it's action oriented. This is more like there's something here about needing to kind of go with the flow, like allow the flow to happen instead of trying to control the flow, right? Scorpio is a water sign. You can't contain water. It will come out in any way, shape, or form that it needs to in order to get to where it wants to go. And I see that here with this kind of crevice here in this new moon in Scorpio card. There's a waterfall and this kind of river here, and it's almost as though this river is begging to be free. Like there is something here where you're being asked to let go of this control. However that comes through for you, that's a very strong message from the wolf spirit right now. Like don't try to force the water to flow in the direction that you think it needs to flow. There's a need to take a step back and allow the water to go where it wants to, and see what that's showing you, see what that's teaching you, see what you can learn from that. So big message to take a step back and allow change, allow evolution, allow growth. You know, for some of you guys, this could be like this river might want to stop flowing. This river might want to turn into a lake and become a very large, still body of water. Like it may want to stop in one place and expand. You know, for instance, a business, you know, it may want to stop in this one niche and kind of grow within this one area instead of constantly trying to bring in new ideas and new items or new services into this place. There's something here about like really needing to go deeper into one area. Interesting. So for some of you guys, if that's something that you've been struggling with, like if you've been trying to find your passion or your something like some sort of hobby, or like kind of like your niche, if you will, if you've been trying to try all these different things, there's something here about like maybe you just need to try painting, but maybe you need to try a different kind of painting. If you watercolor, maybe you need to try oil, maybe you need to try acrylic. There's something here about like, okay, well, my niche is in art, now I need to go deeper into that instead of trying to bring, you know, different kinds or versions of this into this and expand that way. I hope that makes sense. Let's pull another card here. So art for you could mean painting, right? It could mean trying new techniques and new ways and new mediums in painting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, well, I'm an artist and I paint, so now I need to try sculpting. Like, there's something here about, like, really needing to go deeper into your niche instead of trying to make your niche bigger. I hope that makes sense. We dropped some cards here. So let's pull another card for group number 3, please. Trust. Yeah, the robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. I love that. Yeah, so there's definitely like this need to let go, to trust, to stop trying to control. That's a big message here for group number 3. A big message here. Let's go ahead and get some tarot and go a little deeper into this message that the wolf spirit has for you today. There's also something here about like not allowing yourself to compare your growth or your progress to somebody else's journey, to somebody else's experience. And that may be something that you catch yourself doing, group number 3. So don't compare yourself to other people's success or to other people's growth or like the rate at which they grow. We have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. See, and even this is giving me like this vibe of needing to like go deeper into your passion in a way that creates growth, but not. So you see this couple here, and a lot of the times in the Four of Wands, it speaks of celebration. It can speak of marriage. It speaks of like this foundation of love, of passion, of intimacy. And so there's something here where it's like this couple, when they get married here, they can grow and evolve their family by having children and adding to their family and their bloodline in that way and bringing this bloodline together. But they're not bringing like other couples into the situation, right? They're not growing in this way. Like they're not growing by bringing in other adults. They're growing by having children or by creating something together, becoming business partners. It's this kind of energy that I feel like the wolf spirit really wants you to embrace, like growing in a way that creates something new, but in the same kind of field, in the same marriage, in the same structure that you've already been building. Interesting. I hope this is making sense for you guys. We also have the Hanged Man. Yeah, see, there's this stillness that is trying to kind of come through here to allow you to see, to allow you to trust. There's something here about like really needing to take a step back and to be still and stop trying to force or control or manipulate how things are going to grow or evolve. Trust that things are going to unfold and to flow in the direction that they need to flow, instead of trying to force them in the direction that you think they need to flow. And we have the Seven of Cups coming out here, which can speak about confusion. It can speak about kind of too many options. So again, we're back to this idea where it's like you're trying to bring too many elements into this picture. You're trying to bring too many ideas together into one. So there's something here about like really needing to simplify and go deeper into this one area. So for some of you guys, if you're very into oil painting, go deeper into that and study that, and maybe, you know, grow and expand your practice by taking art classes or learning how to use glazes, or you know, learning how to sell your art or to make a profit off of it. This is more about like the wolf spirit really wants you to focus on that type of energy and on growing in something that you're already in, versus bringing new options into the picture or trying to bring like new ideas in. There's really a need to gain a lot of clarity. And I feel for group number 3, the way for you to be able to do that is to take that step back, to allow yourself to be still, to allow yourself to kind of sit back and watch like the image of the wolf that you guys chose. Like take a step back and watch something, watch it grow, watch it flow in the direction it needs to. Watch it evolve, let go of that control. It's the biggest message here for group number 3. Let's go ahead and pull you a couple last messages, any last guidance or advice. From the wolf spirit for group number 3, please. Okay, so starting off, we have maple spirit with generosity. And we also have the phoenix with transmutation. Wow. Yeah, so I feel like this, learning how to have this kind of trust and allow something to grow and evolve is going to be very, very healing for you. Group number 3, I feel like it's going to help you kind of overcome a lot of maybe self-destructive behavioral patterns that you have, that maybe you don't even realize you have. And I feel for group number 3 that a lot of the ways that you maybe self-destruct or maybe bring like it's almost like this, I guess I don't know how else to say it other than self-destruct. Like you self-destruct by trying to bring in too many elements, too many correspondences, too many ideas, too many conflicting kind of energies into one, and trying to like force something into being like the biggest, greatest thing that it can be, instead of starting where you're at and learning how to grow and evolve and go deeper into that in order for it to expand. It's like you're trying to go from 0 to 100 instead of from 0 to 1, or from 0 to 10 even. And spirit really wants you to acknowledge this, and the wolf spirit really wants you to see like how generous and how abundant this can be if you just allow it to be what it is, instead of trying to force it to be more, or to be different, or to be bigger, to be better, especially if you're doing certain things based off of comparison, or based off of what somebody else is doing, or how somebody else gained success. There's a need to really let go of that, and to trust yourself, and to trust your own evolution, and to trust the flow of where what you're building wants to go. And this is going to be a very healing process for you, group number 3. Very, very healing, and a very deep level, with the Scorpio energy being so loud here. You guys are learning how to kind of shed your skin, or how to kind of re-emerge from the ashes here, right? Interesting. So maybe some of you guys tried something, some sort of project or something, and it failed, and the wolf spirit is saying, like, if that was you, to try it again, but to try it more simplified, to really gain a lot of clarity in how you want to move into that, instead of trying to constantly add on to it. I hope that makes sense for you, but this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 3. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what else you guys would like to see. Consider subscribing or joining the channel if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.